what do you want? Yeah, tell me like, what do you need? Fresh tip when you're doing your feet. New LV when you fly overseas. Call plumbing cause I'm at a band swimming cause I'm in a deep. Don't call me, you already know. I'm on the road and you for the streets. Young on it ain't the same. I guess we're on different days. I guess now we're distance change. I was not the one to change. I was not the one to save you. You were my everything.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Chicago Bears. Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And he returns this to the 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Get it. Check, back, Viking, 18.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's down the field. He's got a royal. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll set up to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
They'll look to throw again. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. That'll give him 8 that time. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
19 Tigers.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
70,
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It looks like they'll move things around here.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. 19 Lions.
Back to throw again. Finding Smith-Njigba downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba, 36 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board here first in the season opener. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground with a rookie from Auburn. And he'll get this out to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. They'll run with the Rutgers man, Kyle Monungai. And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
That's complete. Luther Burden. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35.
I know some guys that love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Play action. Now Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
To the air, Williams. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Check. Check. Hurt. Hurt for a lead. Hurt. 18 running. 18 running.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Ready. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Here we go. Here we go.
First carry here for Ken Walker. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and second and 1 is now third and 3.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Let's go.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on third and 3. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Down. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They're going to look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Okay, now ready? It's 2nd and 10.
Hurt. 18 Cardinals. Ready?
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Cowboy 80, trap 60. 7 Pirates. Go.
He'll drop to throw. He finds Smith-Njigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
35-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. Pass caught by Burden. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Williams going to look to throw again. He's got the Michigan man posting Loveland. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd and 9. To throw, Williams. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, it would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing is Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
What's up?
On the ground, it's Mononga. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And this one too low. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation.
Vegas, Vegas!
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
What is up? Yes, 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 yes.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams. He'll try to pick it up himself toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Santos' kick is up and through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
First down, Seattle.
Got it. Ready? Let's go. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1 hot 70. Liking 18.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
Motion left, Cup. Back to throw now on 1st down. Smith and Jigba to the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
18 Cardinal, 18.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
On the jump.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Back to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Cowboy 80.
They'll look to throw again. To the left side, catch made by Arroyo. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And how about the big boy, the D tackle there, feasting on the O-line, getting his squad 2 points.
The glory guys are the defensive ends and the outside linebackers. They create the pressure from the edge, but those big fellas inside that can collapse a pocket, sometimes they get rewarded too.
Extra round at the post-game buffet. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Bears 3.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. And this ball will come out to the 35. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Ready to go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air once more, Williams. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ready to go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Ready to go. My man. Alert motion.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Well, getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trust in him this early? Or are they trying to get him going, give him confidence early in his NFL career? Either way, they want him to score.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Yes. Cover. Mosey, moving.
To the air, Williams. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half.
Bears 6.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Williams. He's got this complete to Burton. He's across midfield. Now inside the 25. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
And now an audible here into something else. Here's Swift. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Santos able to take on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again, they've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
70 Lions. Trap 50. Trap 60. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos.
Now back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, No yardage to be found.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Williams. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here's Horton. For a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Lions. Come on. Press all 80.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Trying the left side with Walker. And out of bounds right around the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Panther 60. Go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Elijah Arroyo from 13 yards out. And the Seahawks had 6 to their lead. And maybe a wrench thrown in the operation there. The snap wasn't great, and this kick is pulled. It's no good. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
What is up?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Ready to hard. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I love it. He ran a hitch route on 3rd and 6, and normally that's not deep enough to get your 1st down. I'd say he really ran a hitch plus to make sure he got the 1st down yardage. Really intelligent route running.
Yeah, because what do you say, hitches are normally 1 to 3?
Yeah, somewhere in the neighborhood. You just kind of come off the line of scrimmage and kind of show yourself to the quarterback and say, hey, here I am, present it. He went in and took it far enough downfield to make sure that had enough yards to pick up the 1st down.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
To the left side, into the hands of Adunze. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready to run. Hey, movement.
Throwing again here, Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Looking to throw is Williams. A pass complete to Adunze. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And the Bears 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
What is up?
Williams going to look to throw again. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
What is up?
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Rome Odunze. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for two.
The Bears will line up for the two-point conversion.
Williams going to throw for it. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Here we go, set. 19 Chargers, 19 Chargers.
They'll drop to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. Down the right sideline. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, 67 yards. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Bears 19.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Williams. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you try not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the first down.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down and a yard. Throwing is Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Adunzo. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
What is up? Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 26. A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
First and 10 at the 15-yard
line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw once more, here's Williams. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Santos with the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Ready? 70, 18, Pioneer. Mustang 19. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 11, Panther 11. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Trap 60, Trap 60. Buffalo 18. Ready, ready.
Back to throw again. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 19-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
What is it on?
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 4th down, here's Williams. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Second and 5.
Fix the eagle. Hey, check that. Street. 18, pioneer.
He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison.
Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Play action. Now Williams. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
They'll get this into the hands of the Doomsday. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to it.
And he's had the hot hand.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Hands it off out of the gun. 55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
3rd and 4.
What is it hard? Here we go.
To throw, Williams.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
What is up?
They'll go. Here's Williams. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Cowboy 80. Ready, right?
They run again with Walker. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Seahawks, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.